Melissa's birthday. Melissa's birthday. It was my cousin's birthday yesterday, y'all. My birthday's on the 26th, which is my goddaughter's graduation. And her birthday's on the 27th. Mr. Ralphie's birthday is on the 30th. And I'll do my first mock draft on the 31st, hopefully. But I've been kind of taking my time. I finally got YouTube and NFL fantasy football hooked up on the computer, so drop your league name so I can join. Welcome to having coffee with Shell. Same coffee. Running low on medication, but it's still Pineapple Express. Good sleep last night, y'all. It was a good sleep last night. Let me say good morning. Oh. Let me say good morning. But I haven't even turned on my TV yet. But I'm live. I'm in charge. God is good. Wake up a little bit. So give me a minute. About to refresh my coffee. Oh. Oh, you guys. Got to turn this off. It's like 60 something outside. Turn my AC off. Open up the window. Oh, you guys. I tell you. That feels pretty good. Testing everything out, you know. I be listening to those motivational speeches. Especially with trying to get this up off the ground. Welcome, good morning. Welcome to Fantasy Football Girls. You never know what we're going to talk about. I do have kind of an outline sometimes, old school way, but it goes off the rails every time, you know. Welcome. I try to do at least, I've been going live a lot, y'all. We're going to hit our goal this month. We're going to hit our goal of over 30 videos this month. So I want to try to hone in on the information, especially with fantasy football that I put out. I on my Twitter account, which is Fantasy Football Girls Advice Girls Advice on Fantasy Football is my Twitter. And I follow a lot of people that I watch their podcasts, you know, like Fantasy Football Pros, sport. I think it's Fantasy Football Face Off. I think he changed that name. Not too sure. And there's a couple other, but those three right there, those folks and those creators will actually message you back and give you some tips I know there's a lot of fancy football creators out there that don't want to help, especially don't want to help females. But those three right there are the biggest influences for my fantasy football creator career, I guess you would say. And they've helped me out a lot. Uh, but I was talking to this one guy. He said, just put out a lot of videos and somebody will catch on. But I don't want to put out bad videos no more. I know the scenery around here isn't great. I was thinking about having a intro and music, and I was looking at that side of the uh, creation for YouTube page, and yeah, that's not me. I'm not all glitz and glam. You know, this is what it is. I got my shorts on my dresser. My mom, me, and my mom and I's picture. You know, I got the Cubs up there, and this, this right here is my wall because I look at some of the creators, and they have the jerseys and accolades and stuff like that. No, this is it with a refrigerator in the room. But we're still smoking on the same strand, which is I great man. Thank you, Lord. Uh, let's get into it. First, like, share, and subscribe this video if you could. My Twitter is Girls of Ice and Views on Fantasy Football. And my TikTok is Vet Fantasy Football. If you guys could add that, I greatly appreciate it. But let's go over, I want to say the news and notes, but I've been following this guy for a while. I think Cole Beasley. I think he played for Dallas Cowboys and then he went for Buffalo, I think. And I understand that about the vaccination stuff for COVID, which, disclaimer, I don't own the rights to COVID or whatever I got to do so I don't get a strike. That's his own preference, man. Why is it when someone goes against the mass majorities, they're ruled a bad person or a bad player? Cole Beasley, I don't know him personally, but he's definitely not a bad player. I had him on his team, but the thing you got to think about, if he signs, how many days will he miss because he's not vaccinated, or what's the protocol? Since we got a monkeypox, we got monkeypox now, y'all. They're saying there you gotta get a vaccine for that, and I tell you what, as a veteran, when I was going in the military, we didn't have a choice. MEP station, you did all your paperwork before you got the basic training. Both of my arms. It's like line them up like cattle, and they take this shotgun, and pew 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 right down your arm, just like an assembly line. Yeah, I don't know what I got. They put something on my little shot records booklet, but you never know what you got. And then once I got deployed, my first deployment was to Haiti, and the guy took the needle or the shot right out of the refrigerator. Man, talk about somebody crying. Grown men were crying. But then we got shipped off to Haiti. But that's besides the point. Anyways, if y'all don't get the shot, don't get the shot. I went home. Hadn't been home for about 20 years, but I went home. And I saw my cousin. We nicknamed him Noodle. His real name is Nathan. But I was like, hey, Noodle. He said, I didn't get the shot, cousin. I don't know if you want to hug me. I was like, come here. I haven't seen you since you were little. Now you're a grown man with a kid. I'll take that sickness. I'll tell you that. I love my family. I'll take that sickness. But anyways, welcome to the show. On the agenda, we got fantasy football, Memorial Day weekend, gardening. Again, Sasha Banks and Hell in a Cell is June 5th. And no, WWE does not pay me. They don't. Kind of wish they would. I bet I'd be a lot better than the writers that they have for the fucking WWE. How about that one? But let's go right into WWE. I was listening to Booker T's podcast, and he brought up, he said he never did it, but of course, a wrestler's going to say that. He brought up some wrestlers that have done the same thing as Sasha Banks and Naomi. They want their respect. He was naming off guy names that, Hulk Hogan and blah, 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 and The Rock and himself, and, you know, uh, they said something about respect, but the thing is, Booker T, you're a man, okay? We all know in WWE, women, especially women of color or any type of minority, are on the bottom. They're pushing Lacey Evans and Charlotte Flair. I'm so I am a Charlotte Flair fan. I've been a Charlotte Flair fan since she played volleyball in college. And her dad, when I was stationed in North Carolina, used to run shows around there. So, but yeah, you gotta look at it that way. Women in WWE do not get the push that they deserve. And I'm sorry, but Sasha Banks, putting her against Naomi and Sasha, because they're tag team champions, right? And you're gonna put them against each other to go fight what's her name in Hell in a Cell. Sasha Banks been wanting to push for a long time, and she deserves it. So does Naomi, but all of them do. And you guys in WWE do not give them the respect. You never gave China the respect that she deserved, and it shows with these women. I'm off my platform of ranting for WWE. Anyways, Memorial Day weekend's coming up, y'all. It's the 30th, which is Mr. Ralphie's birthday also. So let me know in the comment section what you guys are going to do. I'm hoping that hopefully I'll have some money. I can get I got a beer in the refrigerator for him. And hopefully I can get a blunt wrap if they still sell them. Because they're supposed to get rid of flavored cigars and menthol cigarettes, right? So that's what I'm hoping to do. I'm pretty sure my neighbors over there, they'll probably have fireworks and stuff like that. But yeah, that's what I'll do. I'll go down to Mr. Ralph's house and hang out with them as much as I can. Y'all, man, I don't stress this enough. I don't, it doesn't matter what folks do to you. It honestly don't. What matters is what you do to folks. You right there. You. Wait a minute. You. It matters what you do. If you go out and you be great to somebody, or if you be a blessing to somebody, you're not being mean to somebody. You're not saying hateful things to somebody. Because sometimes the person that you say hateful things to might not be there for you to apologize. But yeah, I'll get off my rant now. Let's see. Let's go back to who the Colts should sign. Who do I think the Colts should sign for a wide receiver? Absolutely nobody. I am so tired of my Colts signing people that are past their prime. It doesn't help me in my team in the future. Matt Ryan. Okay, he's going to last a year. Who do we have as a future quarterback a future wide receiver and a future running back. Come on, Colts. You sit on you every year. You sit on stuff and you buy people like got Stephon Gilmore, great player, past his prime. I know we got Kenny Moore. He's great. But we signed people past their prime. Carson Wentz, he was good for us. I don't know why we didn't stick with him. Yeah, he's injury prone, but we knew that before we signed him. We signed him anyways. He did really good. He did good. He did better than Philip Rivers, I'll tell you that much. Hello? But, you know, sometimes if I ain't got the medicine, I go to gardening. I'm in Zone A here in Killeen, Texas. And hopefully, I should put with this small little cold front that we're having. It's an itty bitty one, and I'm not complaining. But I read on one Texas gardening place that it might hurt my tomatoes, and they're itty bitty tomatoes. I did so much. I think I should have one, at least 4, but we'll see. Comment in the comment section what I need help with gardening. But yeah, that's not some big stuff. It's just crazy how I look at the WWE as a workplace, man. Women are getting treated like shit. But what else is new? Whew. Yeah. I just don't understand. But it's Monday, so I got hopefully all the stuff out. And, you know, I'm not saying that us women haven't came a long way. We have. And we're very, very far in advance. I want to say advanced, but it's a lot better than some countries. But sometimes I think in some countries women get more respect than in this country. Does that make sense? You tell me how you guys feel. We're at, I'm going to go at least 25 minutes. So, my Bears, hopefully they sign somebody. You know, we need somebody as that second wide receiver. And no, I'm not sick. My head lays underneath this AC unit. If anybody has any suggestions of how I should change my room so I don't have to sleep underneath that, I greatly appreciate that too. I'm getting a lot better. I'm going to try it. Hopefully, my friend Mr. Ralph, he has like a bushel of spearmint, so I got some of that. I planted some watermelons. What else I planted yesterday? Oh, I looked up my lilac. It says it will take about at least a year to 2 years for it to even sprout. So I might not have a lilac till next year. But man, that kind of sucks. Because I wanted to see what the color was. Because I'm on this side of my house where I have a fence. I'm going to put my antler in. Then I'll go my grandma. And then I'll go my mom. My grandma and grandpa can be in the middle of their 2 crazy kids. Yeah. I'm off the chain today, huh? What else I have to say? Oh yeah. I'm starting to do my late round picks. And I must admit, even though he's on the Jags, and DJ Shark is a Lion, I really like Christian Kirk. Being a Colts fan, I really don't like him. see. Oh, Facebook. Again, like, share, and subscribe. I hear you, birdies. Oh, I guess we had a severe weather in South Central Texas. Huh. I didn't know it stormed. I should go outside and see if my tub held water yesterday or last night. Yesterday morning, I swear to God, I filled it up. I go there to start watering. I water the plants at night and during the in the morning. So I go there. I like that whole thing is empty. So we're gonna see if my tub has a leak or not. But we're at 21 minutes, y'all. 21 minutes. Anyways, I was looking at the late round. I was looking at Christian Kirk. But they also have Irv Smith is tight end 22, but I'm not touching Smith. I'm not touching him. I did last year, and that was the worst mistake I've ever made. He got hurt. Which, that comes with the territory of fantasy football. That's why I love playing it, because you never know. And then I played in the league. I don't know if he's going to start it or not. Excuse me, but you can't use the bench. Nope, you can't use the bench, and so you got to manipulate the waiver wire and your roster and all that stuff. There's like you got your starting people, and then you got the regular bench people, and then you got you can put more down on the second bench. And nope, you can't do that. No benching, no bench. You better use that waiver wire. But I was listening to the fantasy football counselor, and I have to admit, man, Matt Ryan as a sleeper, I agree with that. I definitely agree with Matt Ryan as a sleeper. But I think that's it. I don't think. Oh, Matt Ryan, and I'm taking Cortland Sutton. I took him last year. He was doing really good. Then he got hurt, but I might go with Cortland Sutton again. Yeah, look. Boom. Fresh page. Fresh page, y'all. We're at 22 minutes, and I think I talked about everything. Memorial Day gardening. Gardening. As you can see in this thumbnail, that is the mint spearmint that my friend gave me. So yesterday it looked like it had a little bit of black spots. I'm going to check that out this morning. Hell in Cell is June 5th. So I'm thinking hopefully Randy Orton and Riddle go for the unified tag team. If they keep Roman Reigns out of it, they would have won it. But as always, they didn't. But if you guys could like, share, and subscribe to the video, my social media is Twitter, which is Girls Advice and Views on Fantasy Football. And my TikTok is Vet Fantasy Football. We're at 25 minutes, you guys. Hopefully next Monday you can see the progression upward of how my lives are going. We'll have coffee. And yesterday I did the Hi Happy Shack. I might do that again. I greatly appreciate y'all. We're at 25 minutes, which is my longest. Y'all have a blessed and safe day. Go out and be a blessing to somebody. Go out and do something positive. Like, hey, man, hey, I got your groceries. Or, hey, man, it looks like you need help. A neighbor needs help. Go out and help a neighbor. That's what I'm about to do. 8 o'clock my time. I'll be walking Bubbles, which is my neighbor's dog. Is Rottweiler. I'm gonna go walk Bubbles for her and be a blessing. Peace. Oh.